at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Pick it up. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dumps this one off to Mack. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch one. General West. Watch the safety creep. Let go.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Bears take over.
Ready. Check. 59. Check. Touchdown. Drive on, ready.
On 1st and 10. Fields. Complete. It's Johnson. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I got wide.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. First down. Chopper! Check. Fresno. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Bush, and he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, Oftentimes, guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Mike's by 4. Watch the pass. Bravo! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Let's go!
Looking to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
70, Indy. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit. Hey, exit. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper, get it.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. They come out here in the eye. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Mike, 50 flag. Check, 59. Blue Dan.
They'll try to run this one in. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 59, Mike. 59.
From the gun, Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, that's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive...
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
That's it, baby. That's it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Deuce. You're out. Shift.
Shoot. 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, alert 3. Greystone travel. Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Let's go now. 8 read. 80 weapons. I'm I'm coming.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Mike by 4. Nice.
Go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
He don't know no.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Set, ready? 60 yards.
58, right there.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 25.
So they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the delay, it's Bush. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And it's taken in at the 9. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 2 yards.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 98 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
At their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
They'll try the left side. Slade, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
60 out low. In the middle. 55. Here we go. Haywood.
Check Mike.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
49,
From the gun, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Watch General West.
Check your hot read. Shift.
Smooth. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Able to find Shaheen here. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Let's go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Man, I got you.
They'll set up a throw. Got his target, Samuel. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
They'll go again with Bush. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Watch the run. Match box.
Off the play fake. Fields. He's got a man. Complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 37.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Operating from the gun. Fields. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Hey, Zoo, go.
Looking to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 34. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Vikings first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Second and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Off play action. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, orbit. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Back to throw. The catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. 30 base.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. 60 or protein spill. Now.
Second and long. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well,
this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Off the play fake. Fields. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Check with the blitz. Watching your 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Get ready.
Off play action. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
You ain't going nowhere.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. Right.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Minnesota, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.